Hey, this is Todd Masson with Louisiana Sportsman magazine. Andy Crawford and I are today at Parkway Bakery in New Orleans. We're visiting with some representatives from DU Canada. We got Pat Kehoe here. Pat's a biologist up in Canada. I had the pleasure of hunting with Pat last year. Had some amazing hunts up there in Saskatchewan. And Pat, you and I were talking earlier, and you mentioned that this year was actually one of the best you've seen in your lifetime. Is that right?
Oh, absolutely. I've hunted the same area in Saskatchewan now for about 25 years, and this year was by far the best. It was amazing. The numbers of green-winged teal, mallards, pintails, snow geese were just everywhere. We had more rain than I've ever seen in that part of the world. All the potholes are full, even the roadside ditches are full going into the fall, winter. Everything's frozen now up there, about 2-3 feet of snow in places. I think we're looking at excellent conditions for next year, and I have every expectation, of course we're dealing with nature here, anything can happen. Every expectation next year is going to be just as good, but there should be a very strong flight headed this way. I hear some of the birds are already starting to show up. Good reports from Louisiana already, but it should be a very strong winter.
So, what exactly do you attribute that to? Obviously, the seeds for this season were set in motion last fall, right?
That's right. I mean, the water started falling last fall, actually, when you were up there, and it continued through the spring this year. Now, it did come fairly late. I mean, the birds really moved into Prairie Canada in mid to late May, right after the rain, but they came in and they did very well breeding. There was a lot of land that wasn't seeded for agriculture because of the wet conditions, and the birds were able to benefit from that, as well as the habitat that we've got on the ground through our conservation efforts in Canada.
Right. Now, I know from speaking to you previously that this is going to be a really good goose season, and you mentioned that the goose hatch was especially good this year.
Oh yeah, the snow goose production was very good. In our camp, we shot several hundred birds, and less than 10% of them were adults. I mean, there was a lot of young on the flocks, and we had some very good days hunting snow geese.
Right, and you mentioned that Canada is now frozen over, so all those birds have been pushed down, which should lead to really good things for us down here. Have you got a chance to hunt in the States this year yet?
I have not. I hope to come back in January, maybe do a bit. This was a fairly quick trip this time, but I always enjoyed hunting in Louisiana. I'd like to do it again before the season's over.
Okay, that's Pat Kehoe. They're heading back end of this week, back up to Canada to do some more work for DU. So we'll see you later.